Denuvo got bypassed. Denuvo is that anti-hacking software that games have. What keeps you from pirating a game or grieving the files to a friend? Yeah. I've totally heard about Denuvo from you guys before, but I often do not remember these terms. So it getting bypassed means that someone was like able to crack it. They were able to it's like from now on the game can be hacked, or not hacked, like pirated. Is that the word I'm looking for? If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. I agree.
But I'm not allowed to say that. I do not agree.
It's wow, why would you say that? And you're a mod, Austin? Disappointed. The gaming industry is getting a bit worrying at times. I saw recently you guys were showing about PlayStations doing that really messed up and predatory thing with you have to be connected to the internet every 30 days in order to be able to play your games or something like that. Like, that was insane when I read it. I really hope that won't actually get implemented. That's just absolutely disgusting. I know that we often say that Sony is like getting greedier and greedier and greedier and greedier and greedier, but it's so bleak to see all the things that are changing and happening. Like, this makes no sense. It's not like people will buy less games. On the contrary, I would say games have become so much more mainstream, let's say. Like, more people play video games now. People will continue buying. Honestly, after working in corporations for so long and I see the way KPIs are managed, like KPIs only grow and grow and grow and grow, and people ask you for more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And like, no, sometimes you just need to reach a plateau and be thankful with the things that are happening, or find other ways to increase revenue by doing better things, not more predatory things. But this is just me not realizing how the world works and being too positive and maybe too kind of a person. I don't know if kind is the right word to think here, but like, I would not be a good business person because I would not be able, I don't have it in me to do bad things to people for profit or stuff like that. It's really messed up. But Sony implemented this 14-day temporary license, and you then have another 16 days to check into internet to get your permanent license. And they did that change to combat piracy from jailbroken PS4s. Have you ever considered the feelings of all those poor shareholders? I didn't. Honestly, thinking about those poor shareholders breaks my heart, honestly. How are they gonna get super rich? How are they gonna become billionaires? How? They can only do it if the video game costs 100 euros. And then the poor person who works 60 hours a week and barely makes enough to put food on the table and pay the rent, then they need to save for 100 euro to play the video game for maybe 5 hours, because AAA games don't give you hundreds of hours of gameplay these days. It's devastating. It's devastating to think about those poor shareholders.
Why is that such a hard word? Shareholders.
Shed a tear with me. Yeah, it was an emotional moment. Yeah, we'll take our job, so we won't need to worry about 60 hours. Yeah, of course. Haven't bought a new full price game in like 10 years. I think I've bought something full price recently. If you want to play new games, it's rather inevitable. that you will have to get something full price. But you know, honestly, I should just focus on indie games because I find it so amazing how indie devs, they work for years and years on their games, and then when they release them, they also put them on sale. You don't see this from big companies. Oh, I made this game and I put my blood, sweat, and tears in it. And I think I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna sell it for 20 bucks. But you know what? Let me sell it 10 or 15% off at the beginning so people can get it cheaper and enjoy it from the beginning. Like, damn, let me give you all my love. But yeah, video games truly life-changing. Truly life-changing. I experienced so many wonderful worlds through video games and met so many wonderful people. It is a bit scary to see how, like, the direction certain companies are going towards. Maybe it will improve. Maybe it's not good for me to be so optimistic, but you know what they say, hope dies last. Hope dies last. So I cannot stop myself from being hopeful that maybe it won't constantly go things won't constantly go to shit. Things will get better. People are using an exploit to get licenses because if you buy a game, even if you didn't download it, it's on the console. If you set it as primary, you can go offline, jailbreak, and then refund. Ah, I see what you mean, Slavia. I see what you mean. Well, yeah, okay, I understand with the exploit worked and whatnot. Sony makes enough money. Maybe I would overlook it. This is why I shouldn't be a business person.